Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. So you have downloaded Wuthering Wave and you want to progress fast. So these are a few things that you can do to progress fast in this game. So the first one I will recommend is, first you should do your main quest, because when you do your main quest, you will get new version of rover known as Havoc Rover. The Havoc version is far superior compared to the Spectro or Arrow version because he is a main damage dealer. Of course the Spectro one can carry you too, but compared to the Havoc version is much more stronger.
Are you
So
sure
next
about
you
that?
have progress, and what should you do? Another thing to note is that the reason I say you to explore the main story quest is because of they will give you free weapons too. As you can see here, you can bring it to rank 3. Of course, this will only provide healings for Arrow Rover, but if you equip this with your main rover, he will have energy regen. But if you don't want to do so, you can pick the Emerald of Genesis from the level 40 box that they give you, which will give you crit rate, and which is much more stronger compared to the Blood Pack's pledge. In order to progress in the story quest, in Wuthering Wave, it's simple, you just need to use the character they give you, so it won't be that difficult. The next thing to focus on is that events. Of course, when you join Wuthering Wave, there will be few events that you will be missing out. So the first event that you should always do when you start a new account or you are a new player is to progress fast is to play this Dream Shot event. Why I say this event is very important. As you can look here, this event will give you 5-star set, and from this 5-star set you can choose your choice. So that means you can pick whichever set of echo you want. This is extremely easy, and you can just push through it and get all 3 echoes to slot into your desired resonator. These resonators will help you push in Tower of Adversity and Wuthering Wave. Another event to focus on will be the Cube, Cubic and QB events. Why I say this event is important is because, as you can see here, this weapon gives a lot of 5-star materials that you need to rank up your characters. So as you collect all these materials from your chest here, you can level up your character faster. There are also a few events that give you this, but mainly if you are a new player or you want to progress fast, focus on this first, and then you focus on the Cube, Cubic and QB event. So another thing to note, which characters to pull for. So for progressing faster, I will say there are 2 DPS characters that you can choose from here, which is Anchor and Calcharo. But if you want to get a healer or support, then you can pull for Verena. For the limited character, I will say you skip these banners for now, and then you wait for the next patch, which have Augusta and Luno. Augusta has a new ability which is to stop time, and I think it will be extremely beneficial in Wuthering Wave and TOA. So for the signature weapon, both of these weapons can be skipped if you don't pull for the limited characters. Also, another thing to note is that should you pull between characters or resonators? As a newer player, I will suggest you go pull for maybe 3 characters most from this banner, and then from there onwards you can pull from the weapon banners, so you can get few of these weapons that have been listed here. The one that you can choose from here to progress fast, I will say the Cosmic Ripples, Static Mist and Emerald of Genesis. Both of these weapons got crit rate, whereas the least pull value from these 2 is the Gauntlet and Lustrous Razor. So I hope this part is clear, so let's move on to the next part, which is character building. So as you can see here, there are a lot of characters you can build. But first, what should you do? I will say in order to progress fast, first invest in your Havoc Rover. Havoc Rover until today is still good, and I still use him in Wuthering Wave and TOA. Many people say he has not much of damage, but that's wrong. He's still strong if you have him built properly. So next, you should have a healer. Either you can have a Baizi or Verena for your first team. So you have a DPS, a Verena, now you need a support. You can use Hanwha, who can increase your basic attack damage, or you can use several characters which can give you more resonance skill damage or resonance liberation damage. For example, Tauki can give you resonance skill damage. If you look at the outro, see, you will get increased resonance skill damage when she outro. So it depends on your characters that you want to build. But for me, I will say first build a DPS character, then build a support character, and then build a sub DPS character that will help your team to carry your main DPS. So next part, let's talk about sequences. So how much should new player invest? Of course, it is always better to invest fully, but as you are a new player and you want to progress fast, I will recommend the best stopping point will be 6 or 7. Why? Because as you see here, at 6 it still uses the purple materials, but when you want to go to 8, it will start to use gold materials. Gold materials are a bit hard to achieve in this game if you are a new player, But once you have reached level 60 or 70, of course you can farm them easily. But before that, I will say if possible, just go and build until level 7 or 6. You can stop there so that you will have 3 characters with quite build forte so that they can do quite some damage. Next, your echo sets. For example, I will say don't invest in your normal echoes first and try to farm from the box event I told you before, right? You select for your main DPS and just make sure you fully upgrade all your 3 echoes for that and then let him carry you through the content. After that, you just push through your data bank, which is here, and then as you reach level 20, you can unlock the 5-star version of highest drop rarity. After that, you can just farm the overworld and get the 5-star echoes that needed for your characters. So, and one more thing that I want to inform the newer players is that you guys will have a new banner that will have some of the 1.0 limited character, and if you want to pull from that banner, I will say the only one that worth pulling for now is that Shorekeeper, because she extremely strong support for any DPS character, so you can pull for her, but it's important to know that she will be rerunning in 2.6, so if you want to pull for other characters in that banner, it is okay if you start now, because you can maybe pull for Jinxie or Jian, and then in 2.6 you can pull for Shorekeeper. So this is a small tips that I want to give to the newer players too, so that you can progress faster in this game. These are some of the tips I think extremely beneficial for new players in order to progress fast. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and if you are stuck somewhere, you may ask me some question in the comment section below. I'm always ready to help you guys. Thanks for watching my video and bye.